Have you ever gone climbing and felt like a bowl of noodles trying to lift weights? Turns out, it might actually be your body position and not your strength that's the root of the problem. Today, we're going to talk about how the biomechanics of proper bouldering technique can help improve your climbing while also decreasing the likelihood of injury. It almost sounds too good to be true.
Biomechanics is the study of how mechanical concepts and principles can apply to your body. It takes a look at how the forces on your joints, muscles, and bones affect your movement.
Climbing is all about movement. But what's equally important to movement is making sure that you're set up in a stable and balanced position between moves.
That stable and balanced position is a state of static equilibrium, which is when the sum of all forces acting on an object, in this case your body, equals 0, and the sum of all moments acting on an object, still your body, also equals 0. The primary forces acting on your body are gravity, reaction forces at each contact point, and the force of friction. For these forces to sum to 0, you have to apply enough normal force at each point where you contact the wall so as to oppose your body weight, and there must be enough friction to prevent you from slipping off. Moments, on the other hand, are the rotational effect of forces. They're primarily affected by the direction of the force you exert at each contact point, as well as your overall body position.
Imbalanced positioning often causes something called Bouldering. Let's take a look. Here, there are only 3 points of contact with the wall, and you can basically draw a straight line through all 3 of them. That means that all 3 forces are acting along either the same or very similar lines of action. That's not stable at all. If you want to stay in a stable point of equilibrium between this and your next move, you're going to have to work a lot harder. When you try to make a move, your body's going to swing around that line that we drew, just like a door opening or closing. To combat this, a common technique is called the triangle method. That's when you keep your limbs in a more triangle shape, a lot more stable, with a lot less effort. Okay, so good technique means maintainable and effective static equilibrium, and bad technique makes it easier to fall off the wall. And what else happens when you use poor technique? Like I mentioned Bouldering, poor technique leads to higher demand on your muscles, essentially forcing your musculoskeletal system to fight against physics in order to compensate for bad mechanics. Increased forces result in higher loading on your body, especially shear forces, which act parallel to a bone or joint surface and often lead to injury, especially with overuse. It's just so much easier to stop wrestling the wall and start letting physics do a little bit of the work. And since rock-solid technique allows for optimal biomechanics, it's not just better for your climbing, but better for your body too. So next time you're struggling to send a route or even just make a move, stop and think. Is it really your strength? Or is there a way you can rearrange your body position to help get biomechanics back on your side?